Trail talk time. Out on another beauty of a trail. Just breathing in that fresh chi. Loving these springy vibes. Just got cleansed by the rain. And today I wanted to talk about paranoia versus pronoia. If you haven't heard of that term before, it's the opposite of paranoia. You know, instead of being worried about the future, we are, trusting and having faith that everything is working out for us in our highest favor. And, many people get stuck in a mind state of paranoia, and they're always, seeing the worst case scenarios first in their mind and worrying about the future. And usually this is because we have some type of unresolved trauma, from some time in our lives. And it starts to, create these patterns in our mind and in our emotions. Because, sometimes when people are hurt or something happens to them, then they start to think that it'll happen again. And so when they're, looking to the future, they're sort of expecting that to happen again. And so they start to see the worst case scenarios when they're imagining. So I think that, we can start to change that by going back into these traumas and starting to bring some healing to them, right? Starting to shift our perspective and the way we see things that have happened in our lives, because we can't change what has already happened, but we can change the way we see it. And when we do that, we can change the emotional charge by taking a, maybe clearer perspective. Instead of being so lost in the chaos or the darkness of that pain, we can shine some light into it and realize that everything in our lives has actually been, a blessing in maybe a hidden way, right? If we can find those hidden gems within even our toughest times, then we really start to, find that beautiful wide lens and be able to look at ourselves with unconditional love, right? So many times when we experience pain and trauma, we start to become split, and we start to shun these certain aspects of ourselves, and we want to tuck away those memories and wish that they weren't there. But we only really heal when we accept it fully and we give our awareness to it. That awareness is the light that we can shine into those dark aspects of ourselves. And it's beautiful just to completely and wholly accept ourselves, because there would be no light without the dark, right? We have to accept all sides of ourselves and all sides of life. And when we can take that beautiful perspective, then we start to see, wow, we've become so much wiser because of all these experiences that we've had. We've learned so much, and we can start to be thankful for everything, all of our experiences, no matter how hard they were. And when we give ourselves all that beautiful love, then it's like we open up these doors that were closed before, and we start to feel whole again. And this will start to shift that emotional imprint, and now we don't have to, take on that pain and project it into our future and worry about what will happen when we're thinking about or imagining the future. We can start to take on that pronoia that everything is working out the best for me, and life or the universe is always supporting me. It's always got my back. It's always helping me to strive and succeed and become my greatest version. And we all have the power to choose what we believe in this life. So we might as well choose to believe that things are working out the best way for us, right? And when we start to, project that type of energy, then that's what will reflect back to us. Life is just a mirror, a reflection of our own energy. And when we can start to see, all the beauty in even all those most painful times, then we start to open up to the beauty right here and now and feel it and start to realize that everything is always working out for us, giving us exactly what we need. We would never really ask, for those painful moments or trauma, but because we experience them for a reason. It was meant to be. And so we can ask ourselves, well, what was that experience teaching me? What can I learn from that? What good can I take from that and extract from those situations? Because there's always a hidden jewel. It may be under a whole lot of dirt, but look at this beautiful planet, all of this wonderful nature. It all grows from the dirt anyways, right? So there's so many seeds that we can, find, and we can start to water and let them unwind and climb and spiral high and reach for the sun. We don't have to remain in that darkness forever. And it just takes some, awareness just to sit with ourselves. Maybe just be with those emotions of pain for a while without judging them. Just allow ourselves to feel everything and accept it all and surrender to this beautiful life. And then we're not resisting life anymore, right? And so many times people are, living in that paralysis of analysis, right? Just stuck overthinking about things too much, and that can stop us from actually moving towards where we need to go when we're just lost in the thought. And I always talk about this because, it's truly the most simple lesson that every, religion or spiritual path will talk about, which is to come into the now, right? The present and the breath. The breath is the great connector, the tantra of life, the union with all, the yoga. When we can learn how to tap into the present moment, our breath, our senses, our body, our movement, then we've gotten outside of all of that overthinking and, pain that comes from it. And we just realize we're so free right now. We have the power right now. We have the power to choose where our life may go, and going along with that mindset that life is supporting us and it's giving us exactly what we need when we need. And then we don't worry about life anymore or the future. We look to it with wide eyes, with readiness, with joy and with excitement. Because when we're, lost in fear, we're really just lost in an illusion. Infinite Waters says fear is false evidence appearing real. We create these obstacles for ourselves in our mind, and we, trick ourselves to believing they're actually real when we just created them. And so we can release all of that fear and move through our fears because they're not real at all. It's like moving through a ghost. It's not going to stop us if we have the courage to just continue to move forward in life instead of letting our past keep us stuck. And then we're just in the flow, in the beautiful groove of life, and every day is a joy to be alive, and we look forward to each new day as we rise. So yeah, that's all I want to share for today. Hope everyone has an amazing day. Sometimes we just need to take a deep breath and just release any worry or, anxiety or doubt in our mind. And give thanks for right now, right? Give thanks for even, our most challenging times in life, because we're still here, and they always teach us a valuable lesson. So give thanks for the blessings and the lessons. So that's it for today. Have an amazing day. Peace and limitless love.